they feeling like I'm academics. Can't ride away.
I played the Not Like Us video twice. I can't do it here, okay? I know you guys have been used to like Kendrick being kind of liberal and letting people play their shit, but this is not a video. First of all, you can't play the song anymore without the stream getting clipped. So I can't play the stream. And actually, to be honest, I think I know what I'm gonna do. I might have to go to one of these other channels that kind of chop it down, because so to avoid copyright, you got to really only place small pieces. Let me see. I don't know if this is
subliminal sneak disses aimed at Drake.
Here we go.
Guys, Kendrick Lamar just dropped one of the craziest music videos of all time with so many subliminal sneak disses aimed at Drake. And we're about to break them all down, but if you guys didn't know, Not Like Us is the record Kendrick just dropped a music video for. It is the #1 song in the country and absolutely put the nail in Drake's coffin, calling him a PDF file, a colonizer, and having the entire world chanting OV-Ho. And apparently there's a remix to the record on the way, so stay tuned for that as well. But he just dropped the music video for the record, and this was one of the most hyped up music videos of all time, immediately breaking the YouTube record for the most views for a video in a single hour with 1.3 million views in less than 60 minutes.
Okay, I'm going to also pause and give some commentary on it too. So, you know what's so interesting about, like, and again, I'm not going to be facetious. I'm not mad at anyone who is, and I'm not going to be, like, cynical, actually. I mean, when Kendrick drops music, he's the only nigga I've ever seen that the YouTube counter is actually accurate for the first few hours. It's always accurate. Like, usually, like, YouTube, once you're doing crazy amount of views, they pause it. And by the way, YouTube explained this years ago. I'm a YouTuber, I know this. If you drop any big video, they usually pause it at certain points and they validate streams. Kendrick's the only nigga when he drops it. Like, I was shocked that they even showed that it was 500,000 in like 20 minutes. I was like, what the fuck? Now, again, I'm not saying none of these streams are fake. No, like, bruh, this is the most anticipated video. What's the last video we cared about like this? So again, I'm not going along that angle at all. But I do see and notice, and who knows, maybe he contacted, I'm pretty sure his team contacted YouTube before to say, hey, we're dropping this, and maybe they're probably, you know, allowing certain shit that they probably don't allow with every other video. But that's one thing I did notice. Regardless, the numbers, I am not no way, just to be clear, because niggas like to take me out of context, I'm in no way, shape, or form accusing Kendrick of having bots for the views that we're experiencing or seeing on this video. This is the most anticipated music video in years. I can't remember another video that was this anticipated. Like, when the video dropped, I got like 100 text messages. So I'm telling you, people wanted to see it. I'm telling you, everything led up to this. It made sense, right? So no problem with that.
Which already has DJ Akademiks questioning if Kendrick is paying for views. And there are so many little nuances riddled within this video.
Wait, I didn't see this video before I played it. Wait, I never questioned it. Yo, wait, I just literally said it just now. Wait, hold on. Is this nigga talking to me right now? Wait, hold on. What's going on? I didn't say he's paying for views for the video. The song, I'm telling you, there's proof that it was botted at first. Of course, like, overall, it's primarily organic streams. The music video, I have no knowledge of it being botted, and I don't think it's botted. Truth be told, like, it just is what it is. Biggest moment, biggest video.
That completely shut down any allegation Drake made towards Kendrick, while also cleverly sneak dissing Drake throughout the entire video, and ultimately showing Drake he is not like us. He is not in the same league as Kendrick. Now, the video was directed by Dave Free, which is Kendrick's business partner from day one, and Dave Free also makes an appearance within the music video. Now, why this is so substantial is because in Drake's diss tracks against Kendrick, he was claiming that Kendrick's fiance Whitney was having an affair with Dave Free, and that they actually have a child together, that the son of Kendrick is actually Dave Free's son. And Kendrick said the whole time, don't tell any lies about me and I won't tell truths about you. And this video quickly disproves this lie that Drake made, also quickly looking for the broccoli, high key, keep a horn on me. The video starts off with a snippet of a brand new song by Kendrick.
Yeah, so that there is
Know me,
new
that
song.
my CIP ownership. The blueprint is by me, Mr.
I can't play much of it, as I said. But there's a new song that he's debuting here, and I'll tell you what I feel about this song. Number one, and for everybody, like I hate that I have to do this, but this is, listen, heavy is the head that wears the crown. You know what I mean? And it's okay. I understand. But I understand. Anytime I give Kendrick credit, they think I'm switching sides. Kendrick has not been my favorite artist ever in life, and he never will ever in life. That's just how it is. Drake's my favorite artist. However, I'm just not a liar. I can see, think, and I'm not here to try to pull a fast one on y'all because y'all could think as well. I would look crazy if I just denied reality. And I might have difference of opinions than you guys, but for the most part, I'm kind of going off like on an honest perspective. Now, let me just say this. And I guess I had to say that because I think some Drake fans want me to just be like, yo, they'll compare me to DJ Head. With all due respect, DJ Head is inside Kendrick's camp or whatever the fuck. He ain't me. Okay? He's not me. So, please don't compare me to Oh my God, don't compare me to DJ Head. Okay? And as much as I do like Drake, I do have to give Kendrick credit as well. So first and foremost, two things I noticed off the rip. If Kendrick pops out, I don't know how his music release schedule is going to be. Hold on. Who the hell is that? Okay, sorry. All right. All right. Sorry. Okay, so two things I noticed off the rip, right? Two things. Basically, I think Kendrick stylistically might be taking up a new type of wave. And this particular wave that he's taken up is definitely 100%. It's kind of reminding me of 2017, a year that I thought he dominated. This kind of like, like he's rapping more up tempo than this normal, like, yeah, of course he's always lyrical, but it's kind of like meant for club shit. And if Kendrick kind of pops out on that, I do think that Kendrick might have this shit jumping if he releases. I don't know if he's dropping nothing. I think one is only supposed to assume that what the fuck is going, bro? Oh, yo, goons, y'all ain't shit. Yo, y'all probably think. All right, hold on. Oh my God. Yo, y'all probably think that what the hell? Yo, y'all probably think that like Drake is like forcing me to say shit, ain't y'all? Oh, Neon wants to get on stream. All right. Y'all said Drake texted me? Nah, brother. Yo. So, okay. Here's the point. In
a scene that looks to be a prison where he's just doing push-ups. This is in reference to Drake's diss record Push-Ups, where he raps, "Top told you drop and give me 50 like some push-ups." Now, this diss was in reference to the viral video of Kendrick in a backyard doing push-ups to some old school R&B music. And Drake is saying Top Dog, the owner of the record label that Kendrick is signed to, is telling Kendrick to drop and give him 50 like push-ups, meaning that Top Dog is telling Kendrick to give him 50% of the profits of his music, similar to how someone...
Yeah, but I don't know if he's gonna say it, so I don't want to. I know I'm playing this video. I want to jump ahead of what he's saying, but
record Push-Ups,
if you kind of look, I mean,
right here. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand down.
Yeah, yo, he's pretty much kind of doing like a form of burpees. You know what I mean? Which is what usually people do to kind of stay fit while they're locked up and incarcerated. And it's almost like a hood exercise, but it also showcases a lot of discipline, right? You know what I mean? Especially if you've watched Kendrick over the years do this, very perfect form, it just kind of exudes the idea of discipline and, you know, staying on code type of thing. So I do think he particularly uses this to kind of showcases a little bit difference with him and Kendrick, Drake as well.
And party at the party playing with his no.
Yeah. So he's doing that.
He raps, "Top told you drop and give me 50 like some push-ups." Now, this diss was in reference to the viral video of Kendrick in a backyard doing push-ups to some old school R&B music.
Yo, who said that to my act? You don't know nothing about working out. Man. Man, stop playing, man. Yo, y'all ain't shit.
And Drake is saying Top Dog, the owner of the record label that Kendrick is signed to, is telling Kendrick to drop and give him 50 like push-ups, meaning that Top Dog is telling Kendrick to give him 50% of the profits of his music, similar to how someone would tell you to drop and give him 50 like you're doing push-ups. So Kendrick is just absolutely trolling Drake to the highest degree.
Man, why y'all trolling me? Bob Third's on my act. What the fuck you know about form? What you mean? You don't think I got perfect form? Yo, I guarantee I could do more push-ups than about 95% of everybody in here. That's facts. And we got 17,000 just on YouTube. I'm banging out more push-ups than y'all, man. So my nigga said, look at your belly. First I'm losing weight, nigga. I didn't say he's doing burpees. I said it by how he's doing it looks like a variation. Like if he's just doing push-ups, he wouldn't be getting up. When you're doing burpees, you get up. You get what I'm saying?
Throughout this entire video, he proceeds to beat up an owl piñata, and on the screen there's a disclaimer saying no.
Now, I'm guessing he skipped over this. This scene was like very interesting. This little part right here. Look.
Now and Baka got away.
By the way, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like Kendrick looks almost robotic, but so composed. And again, I'm giving him credit. It looks really robotic. Like it's you could tell there's something that I'm gonna give Kendrick credit for. His demeanor since the Pop Out show has been one of I got it all figured out. Like it's a demeanor where I've seen him live. I've seen him before. I just never seen this type of comfort, but also confidence. But it's not. It's not like arrogance. Also, another thing to keep it a bean. Yo, Kendrick with a shape up is a scary sight. That's what I've realized. If I see Kendrick like looking like he just came out of the barbershop, that's a problem. It's a problem. If Kendrick looked like, yo, he got a nice little edge up, they did the sideburns and the beard. Oh, no, I'm not fucking with him. We got to catch Scruffy. It's like the goddamn shape up gave him powers. Yo, you know when you get up out of that barber chair, you know when like, first of all, the lowest a nigga could feel is when you sit down in that barber chair like, yo, God damn it, I'm ugly. And the barber do some magic. And you know when he go like this, and he flips off the thing off of you, and he sprays the shit, put all the fucking like alcohol around you, and you get up and you look in the mirror, and you Nigga, all of a sudden you start feeling like NLE Chopper. If I was a bad bitch, I'd fuck me too. Like, nigga, you start feeling all type of crazy. Nigga, you start feeling, yo, any bitch who turned you down, you start thinking, man, these hoes is tweaking. I'm keeping the bean. Anyway, right here.
They get your hand-me-downs and party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baka got a weird
Like, right here was so hilarious.
case. Why is he around?
Right here when he closes his eyes.
Case. Why is he around?
Nah, that was ill.
Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, wop. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs and party at the party playing with his or go to cell block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love,
right,
just make sure you hide your little sister from.
Nah, that little sister part told me, yeah, you don't want to fuck with Kendrick. He's a stalker. I think Kendrick watch even the stream. Now, people quickly on Twitter pointed out that Kendrick, even doing that little move, was making fun of a video with Drake. Let me see, Drake. Wait, I think I had found it before. Hold on. Hold on. I'm about to find it for you. Basically, Drake has like this TikTok with like this little girl, and Drake in there like this, which I I completely forgot. But if Kendrick remembered that shit and put it in this video, he's a stalker. You want no parts with him, and I would suggest Drake don't even mention him again, because this nigga's a fucking stalker. That nigga's a stalker to even do that. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Where's the video? I found it earlier. I found this shit earlier. Let me see. All right, no, let me just go on Google. Drake TikTok with little girl, which by the way, like Drake TikTok little little girl. Oh my God, why am I even typing this in? He did like a little dance with like a little girl. It was completely harmless, but like now I be testing, bitch. This is why you can't beef with a nigga like Kendrick. Now this nigga made it look like some weird shit. Drake dances in TikTok. It was a TikTok with a little girl. Where the fuck is it? Chad, how do I find it? Y'all tell me quickly. Oh, let me see. Drake. I'm gonna find it on Twitter. Twitter got it for sure. For sure. Here we go. Is it that? Hold on, I'm looking for it. One of y'all gonna probably find it before me. Go to Kendrick's Reddit. Man, that Reddit is toxic, nigga. I don't even want to go to that shit. Actually, I'd probably go there. Let me find it over there. Where is this shit? Okay. Where the fuck is it? Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna show you. This is when I'm saying, like, yo, I'll give Kendrick a little credit, man. The nigga's a little slick, man. It's a slick motherfucker. He's a slick motherfucker. Hold on. You said I'm scared to search Drake and little girl? Man, fuck y'all niggas. Did no one see it? I know. Oh, here it is. Ah, fuck. Right here, chat. Ah, look. This right here. Ah, no.
Bobby, make sure you hide your little sister.
No. With my twin, we be vibing. Classy bitch, but they know I be.
Make sure you hide your little sister from him.
Look, see, Kendrick throws up the same shit. Nah, this nigga too slick, bro. Nah, man. Nah, what the fuck? Nah, bro.
On him, say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block.
Right at that time, Drake, I hear you like them young.
Like one. To any bitch that talk to him and they
And then he does this shit.
Love. Just make
Look. Oh no.
Show you how your look.
How did Kendrick even see this fucking TikTok?
Cut with my twin, we be vibing. Classy bitch, but they know I be.
Make sure you hide your little sister from him.
Yo, when I saw this morning, I was Googling. I'm so mad. I'm so tight because this nigga Kendrick is so well researched. I'm so tight. I'm like, whose sister is this? Whose little sister is this motherfucker? No disrespect to the child. I'm just saying, whose sister is this? And I'm like, if this is somebody that's famous sister, I'm gonna be tight.
With my twin, we be vibing. Classy bitch, but they know I be.
I didn't even know there was a dance like this. What the fuck is this?
Make sure you hide your little sister from him. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him.
Cut with my
Fuck.
Little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs and party at the party.
My bad. All right, let's get back to the breakdown.
Like some push-ups. Now, this diss was in reference to the viral video of Kendrick in a backyard doing push-ups. In this video is when Kendrick is standing next to his fiance and 2 children, which...
Well, also, I don't know if he's skipping over this scene, but this scene was also very important too, where right in front of the courthouse, like this was a very telling thing. If you notice, I think this is Punch. I think this is Top Dog. There's obviously Schoolboy Q, Absol. Like it kind of shows that the nigga's still locked in with TDE, and I do believe that if we look at the aim of the song Push-Ups, it was supposed to kind of put out there that there was some dissension between Top Dog and Kendrick. You know what I mean? And obviously when he responded with Euphoria, he's like, hey, Top Dog, yo, who the fuck they think they playing with? Extortion my middle name and blah, blah, blah. You know, he was kind of saying, and then we seen Top Dog clearly show up at the pop-out, sitting in the same section as his wife, Whitney. And now this is almost, these next 2 scenes are to send shit home at Drake to basically say, no, everybody who's fucked with me since day one still fuck with me. These are still my guys. They never extorted me. I never felt extorted. We ain't beefing. You can't turn them against me. Now, keep in mind, this is one of the tactics that I think Drake used marvelously because he was so... Well, I keep saying Meek is the special ed retard. I blame all this beef on Meek. If Meek wasn't that fucking stupid, Drake wouldn't have got that gassed. Like, it was so easy to beat Meek that I think Drake probably thought, nigga, everybody gonna get wiped out like this. Meek is a stupid... Yo, I'm telling you, my unborn semen is smarter than Meek Mill. Meek Mill is the dumbest thing on earth. It was not a problem. Like, so like, for example, I'll give it like how this, obviously didn't work in Kendrick, but it worked with Meek. Just look at just 3 Google searches, right? You could figure out that Meek and like his city had an issue. You know what Drake rapped on? He's like, yo, he's like, I'm something. I'm bumping AR app. I'm on the way to the studio bumping AR app. All of a sudden, AR app like, damn, I get a big shout out. Now, I'm definitely gonna rock with Drake right now. I'm gonna put some pressure on Meek. Now Meek is distracted. He's over here. Perfect. With Kendrick, if there was an issue with him and Top Dog, Drake saying that at Top Dog, maybe Top would have co-signed Drake like, yeah, niggas gonna leave. Like, but they all would like, no, we love Kendrick. That's our guy. So it didn't work. It just didn't work. Just honestly, it just didn't work, right? Yo, you know what's so funny these days? Any celebrity that loses weight, niggas just say Ozempic. That's just all right. So let me just click through this scene a bit. So after this, by the way, here's the thing too. The guy with the I just had it. I don't know who these two guys are, and if somebody knows, please tell me. They were dancing throughout the whole thing. By the way, I'm guessing the dude that did this video didn't cover it, but DeRozan being in this video, very potent, right? Like clearly very potent. Because if you look back at, Drake, DeRozan, Drake used to show up to the Toronto Raptors game, and when DeRozan was playing there, they used to look like a nice buddy relationship. When they won the championship, Drake even took a picture with DeRozan. By the way, also there was a picture called Six Gods, right? And this was like Drake kind of welcoming these guys to the city, hoping that they were going to turn up and win for Toronto, put them on the map on a basketball level. He said Six Gods with Drake in the middle, DeRozan here, Lowry on the other side. You get what I'm saying? Which, by the way, who made this? Yo, stop playing. Somebody must have made this after they lost, because I think it took for Kawhi to get there for them to win, right? Anyway, yeah, there's a lot, now DeRozan's in Chicago, and I guess, they were supposedly cool, you know what I mean? So we see a lot of Drake, DeRozan, they look like they were really buddy. Even afterwards, with him being in Chicago, they seem pretty cool, right? And it's clear, obviously, I think we looked this up before. DeRozan is from Compton, California, right? And I think that's one of the most profound things that makes it very obvious to Drake and everybody else. Like, yo, Drake, we fuck with you. And I don't even think this is DeRozan saying fuck you, Drake, but it's almost saying I'm gonna always rock with culture. And I think that's probably one of the things that, if we're looking why this kind of looks away right now, Kendrick started to represent what most of these guys live with and have grown up through, right? You know what I mean? Like, DeRozan would look like a goofy. I mean, obviously, he could have not been involved, right? Which would probably be the beneficial thing. Like, the game, I think he just didn't want to be involved, right? But he could have just not been involved. But if he was going to choose a side, no matter how much love Drake showed to him, if he went against Compton and went against, like, again, not like us, I keep saying it's a diss song, but it turned into a movement. If he went against that, he would look crazy to pretty much everybody who grew up with him, all his homeboys that really fuck with him. So it's kind of like, it's a statement piece. It's a statement piece when you see D-Rose, he's, let me stop saying D-Rose, because you might think I'm talking about the other D-Rose, Derrick Rose. I'm talking about DeRozan. Well, when you see DeRozan in the video, it's kind of saying like, yo, at the end of the day, we gonna rock with culture, bro. At the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? And by the way, also, updated views, 19 hours, 16 million. 175,000 or 176,000 comments, right? Cool. So you notice you see DeRozan here. I think that's a point, right? That's a point. Okay. And then you see him here again, right? I gotta just click through this. And the guys are dancing. Kendrick is like kind of dancing in his suit. And then he's just chilling. And then this is Dave Free. So this is Dave Free, who, again, we should all probably, again, the common theme here is Dave Free. He's from Inglewood, California. He's Inglewood, California. What this battle has told us is like there's so much solidarity, and maybe it comes from gang culture on the West, where it's a lot about where you from, what you repping, where your family from. Like it's about location politics a lot. That like I ain't gonna lie, I was a little bit shocked when I seen Philly beefing with Philly. I'm like, oh shit. All right, everybody's just trying to get out of I get it. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm talking about back when, Drake kind of caused some dissension. I mean, shit. Yeah, anyway. But that doesn't seem to be the case when it comes to LA. That doesn't seem to be the case when it comes to Cali. Like, these motherfuckers just ain't gonna go against each other or ain't gonna turn on each other. And I think it's so much politics in the middle of everything. You won't have niggas, even if they have problems, they won't do it in front of the world. And, yeah, you see Dave Free. Obviously, Dave Free, again, when Drake said it, obviously, I think he was speculatively assuming. He was just like, yo, I'm just hearing that one of them kids might be Dave Free. That's what he said. And I remember one time I had said that he was wrong, but he speculated. He didn't say it definitively. And I don't think he ever said it definitively. He speculated, right? Like, and I think he speculated, and the speculations were clearly proved wrong, right? Because I think he was like, yo, wait, why you ain't with Whitney? Why Whitney ain't? And then you see, now you're gonna see Whitney later, by the way. Anyway, so you see Dave Free here. Looks like he's on a phone call, probably getting some business done or something like that. Hey, you got to give Kendrick a little bit of credit. He, instead of ever being on the defensive, he always stayed on the offensive and answered what the other offense was saying. So he never really got on defense, because if you don't know who Dave Free is, you think this is a random man. He never came out like, no, yo, here's me and Dave Free. We're cool. He never said that. So it's like, if you know, and he's not dying to show you in the time frame that you would want it answered. He answers when he's back on offense, right? So you see Dave Free here.
Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Hey, devil is a lie.
You see them dapping up, and it says devil a lie, whatever.
Here's 69.
Yeah, and you could tell even by this dap, like, when two homies are dapping it up. It's like, yo, how could niggas, like, that dap up was like, how could niggas even think we going against each other? Like, anybody, yo, look.
Plus 5, hey,
look,
devil is.
Like, let's zoom in. You could tell, like, look at Dave Free's face, nigga. Like, what niggas talking about? You could tell. It's one of those. It's one of those. Like, man, come on, bro. So it is one of those. You know what I mean? All good. Cool. And then, here we go.
A lie. Here's 69.
Okay, so now back to the scene. Got a dancing dudes there.
God, hey, freaky ass.
Ooh. Yeah, so that happened. Then it's gonna go to the scene where he shows pretty much TDE. By the way, I ain't gonna lie to you. Actually, I don't even know if I should get this joke off before niggas get mad at me. Yo, I remember, when I first came to America and I was trying to dress like the Americans, everybody was wearing like oversized white tees. Yo, you could go anywhere and find these oversized white, or usually white or black tees. Like, I don't even know where niggas buy this shit no more. Well, this is red. Like, where do you get like an oversized? Well, this is not too oversized, but where you get one of these days? Like, fashion has changed so much. Like, nigga, I don't know where the fuck sells these no more. But when I first get an American, nigga, like, that was like the outfit, nigga. Very oversized. It was like a bed sheet. You tie a bed sheet around yourself and and go to school, my nigga, right? Fuck a fitted outfit. Anyway, so he shows TDE, and then it goes to this scene right here. And this is kind of like everybody's in the mix, whatever, cool. And then, he's dapping it up with Top Dog, you know what I mean? They're having a nice laugh, right? Then they're in front of the two Rolls Royce Cullinan. I gotta imagine this red Cullinan is Top Dog's. Everybody's
Not like us.
Yeah, he's by the way, I'm wondering there might be some significance in the outfits that Kendrick's wearing for each scene, but we'll figure it out later. Okay, cool. Then it goes back to the scene with the dancers.
Building railroads and trains, bear with me for
And
town folk.
the scene I'm trying to get to is the one, because honestly, I thought YG, and we're gonna get to the Whitney scene in a second. I thought YG and Roddy Ricch was gonna have a more profound presence in the video. You actually see them for like about like few seconds. It's not even like a long time. Where's the scene at? I'm trying to see the scene. Yeah, it's a very short scene. You see, like it showed TDE, then it goes here, then it goes here, then it goes here. It's not even it's not too much. Cause I remember I watched it at first and I was like, where the fuck is YG at? And I think you see them, right here. Like, is it right here? Yeah, right here. So you got YG here. Actually, let me just go to it.
Hey, let me hear you say OV.
And then you have Roddy Ricch here. Yeah, they're in the video, which like it was made so much that they're going to be in the video. Obviously, them being in the video at all is a huge deal, but they're in the video for a very short time. Also, ironically, they're in the video for the part that's, there's certain parts that's just cool parts that, it could just be like the Not Like Us part, because I think they would have turned up if it was a Not Like Us part. But this is for you to turn up in this part, you got to say OV ho. And I remember, when I was watching before we started the stream, I was saying, do they shout out OV ho? But, they're just kind of chilling, cooling. Here we go.
Say OV ho.
Now Mustard is singing the whole thing. Mustard don't give a fuck. That's his record. Mustard's like, thank you for the millions of dollars I'm finna get. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I think Mustard's like, yo, listen, I ain't got no problem with Drake, but shit, this 10 to 20 million dollars I'm about to get, fuck Drake. That's what he's on. Man, fuck Drake for that shit. You know what I mean? And in this scene, they kind of, they're just chilling there, but they're not turning up. I thought they were gonna get more screen time. For whatever reason, I thought both of them were gonna get more screen time. Oh, actually, never mind. Roddy Ricch do say OVO. You see that? Oh shit, he do. I think that's what I was watching before this shit started. Oh, Roddy Ricch do say.
Say OVO. OVO. Say.
Yeah, nah, he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Yo, this nigga Roddy Ricch definitely said, yo, from what I hear, YG is the most stylistic gangster he's the ASAP Rocky of gangsters, so I'm not gonna like question his clothing choices, but like sometimes I'll be looking at him like, yo, what the fuck is he wearing? So, but they say he's the ASAP Rocky of gangsters, so I'm not gonna like, I don't know how to dress, so I don't wanna, but anyway, you see Roddy Ricch like this, like kind of a little bit awkward, but he's like, OVO! You know what I mean? I guess him and Drake never working together again.
OVO.
Yo, it's like the interesting part about this, you're gonna see, so Roddy Ricch says OVO the first time, and then he looks over to YG to see what YG's doing, and YG just look like he's looking off, like he's looking in the near distant, looking for ops, and then he doesn't say OVO the second time. Look, OVO, right? And then the second time, because now he's looking at YG, who's right here. YG just kind of like, and the second time he don't say nothing.
OVO.
And he just chills out the second time. It's all good. All right. Anyway, ooh, it's a little baddie right here. Who's this? All right, cool. Let's go back. So now we get the Whitney scene. Let's see what's popping here.
Hey, what Quavo said, you can be from North Side. What Tunechi?
Now, this is another part that, obviously this is so West Coast. I got to give Kendrick a lot of credit for this too. He never invoked anyone from any other precinct to pop up and be a part of this movement. He wanted to show, yo, I'm from the West. This is what I rep. This is where I care about. And these are the people I want in here. Keep in mind, on the pop-up, The Weeknd was there. If he really wanted to make it a thing, he could have had like another segment to say, yo, and I got, remember, it's Kendrick and Friends. Yo, I got a few other homies who they not from California, but they want to get their shit off. If The Weeknd ran up there and sang something, oh my God, like that should be iconic. Ross is in the building. There's other people in the building. But he kept it to only LA, which this is why this part is important, because you know when he says the part of he ran to Atlanta just to get a check balance, like, and he mentions you in the future when you need to get in the club or something like that. Imagine if Future was in the video. But, now I don't know if Future would do it. Maybe would. But you get to realize those absences of the names he's saying is more likely because he's keeping it West Coast. Like, he's keeping it so West Coast. So them niggas ain't from the West, so they ain't gonna be in the video. But imagine if Quavo was in the video. Obviously Quavo was, I think, at the white party yesterday with Drake anyway. But still, imagine if the people he mentioned, like Quavo and 2 Chainz and Future, were in the video. That would look crazy. But again, he kept it really West Coast. All right, let's play that part. Here we go. I know y'all probably hate me pausing it. I feel like I'm doing my own breakdown now. This clown is, if you live in Cali, I guess he does like a show that kind of goes around, especially on the West Coast, and they're famous for. Does anybody who live on the East Coast kind of know, like? Let me go to DJ. Where's that picture? There was 2 pictures that leaked, right? So this picture leaked, right? This picture's leaked. And then there was another picture where he was hitting the owl, and the picture was just it had a disclaimer saying there were no OV hoes, injured in the making of this video. And you know what I realized? What I'll definitely say I realized about that whole thing is like, I think 100% Kendrick's camp leaked it, because at first when it came out, and I know, like, the people who work with me and stuff like that, like, we have the picture. Certain people were like, oh, we don't know if it should go up, this and third. And I was just like, well, this shit has a subtitle on it. Like, unless there's a subtitle I think that original, you might not know what I'm talking about. Let me see. Let me just Google it. Yeah, this was the video. This was the picture, right? It basically says no OV hoes were harmed during the making of the video. And when this came out, and the only reason I'm talking about this, I'm always intrigued by how artists put out information. Every artist have a way of leaking shit. They have a very subtle, slick way of leaking shit. And clearly this was a Kendrick leak. And, shit, it worked, you know what I mean? But at first, I remember seeing it yesterday, and I was like, is this a leak or did someone hack the video? But no, it was definitely a leak. It was definitely a leak. So it worked. Okay, anyway, all right. We're back to the scene. Very, very iconic. Let me make this a little bit smaller for y'all. Again, I got to give Kendrick a little bit more credit in the sense of if someone I'm beefing with said that me and my wife, or not wife, but girlfriend, longtime girlfriend, we're not on the same page. I beat her ass. Whatever. She had a kid by my best friend and manager, Dave Free. I think impulsive Akademiks would immediately talk to my girl and be like, yo, babe, they're using you against me. Just put out a fucking statement, please, quickly. Like, you got to clear this up. I can't say nothing. You got to clear this up because they think we don't fuck with each other. And Kendrick didn't do that, or Whitney didn't do that. Matter of fact, even I think Mother's Day came and passed where she didn't say shit. She didn't say shit. Like, I think she was like, yo, happy Mother's Day to me. Which even fueled the assertions and some of the assumptions that, like, yo, maybe her and Kendrick ain't on the same terms. Drake had rapped that they live on different coasts, and it was like, oh, maybe they're co-parenting. Right? Allegedly, they're engaged, and Drake had a line saying, "Hey, you're not gonna marry her. because we know the woman you like. Basically saying that Kendrick, is on some, and let me not say this other guy's name because he's married, and yeah. Basically on his type of shit where he's married to a black woman, even though Whitney's half black, half white, just like Drake, ironically. But there is an athlete that is married to a black woman that allegedly only fucks white women when he cheats, which is like so ironic, right? Because it's like, why do you marry a black woman and then only fuck white women when you're cheated? You get what I'm saying? You might want to be with a white woman. Anyway, there's no names on that, and I won't confirm or deny who that's about. But that's what Drake kind of accused Kendrick of, basically saying that we know the woman that you like. You get what I'm saying? We know the woman that you like, saying that he likes white women, right? And obviously that was kind of fueled a little bit by Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, where he kind of, talked about his infidelity and, even talked about him messing with someone who wasn't white, who wasn't black, you know what I mean? So anyway, here's a scene that is, pretty powerful if you ask me. Man, that Compton College education was paying off for Whitney right here, man. She was going crazy. You know what I mean? I don't know what type of walk they doing. Is that blood walking, crip walking? What walk is this? Essay walking? What is this? I don't know. Yo, LA's, West Coast is a whole different nation. I don't know what they're doing. Like, to me, all this shit looks alike. If you ask me what they're doing, they be dancing like the motherfucking, you ever see the Irish folks dancing and it's like high foot up? Like, I don't know what they're doing. Like, I guess they have some type of shit. Unless you throwing up gang signs with the dance, I don't know what this is. You ever seen the, you ever see the Irish people like dancing? Where's Uncle Vana? Y'all dancers do look a little goofy. Like, at least when niggas in New York doing, you know what I mean? Like, at least when they woo walking or whatever, that should be looking cool. When I see niggas in LA, they look mad or robot. I don't know. I'm like, what are they doing? But I'm not from LA, so I understand I'm not as cultural as y'all. It's fine. River dancing, Irish. Let's see. Let me see. This is how all that shit looked to me. Yup. This is exactly what I see when I see them doing all that bullshit. This is what I see, bro. I don't see nothing else. Y'all better throw up a gang sign or something. I don't know what the fuck y'all doing. Yup. This is exactly how I'll be watching it. Like, I'll be watching niggas like, I'm like, okay, buddy. Anyway. I'm not hating. I'm just making a joke.
Is when Kendrick is standing next to his fiance and 2 children, which completely shuts down any rumors that Drake made that Kendrick was having any sort of marital issues with his fiance. Drake claimed that Kendrick abused her. Drake claimed that they were no longer together. And he even claimed at the worst that Kendrick's son was actually the son of his manager's Dave Free. That Kendrick's fiance, Whitney, was having an affair with Kendrick's manager. You can tell by seeing Kendrick and his son face to face that they are most definitely related. That child is definitely Kendrick's. Just look at the ears. You could tell. And Whitney's distance he threw at Kendrick really had...
Now, I won't say fabricating a lie. I'm just saying it don't matter. Like, if somebody says, Kendrick, you beat your girl's ass, and maybe he beat her ass, but she's gotten over it, or if they've worked through whatever happened, maybe they had a turbulent period, and they both worked through it and they're together. You could say it and it's true, but in reality, don't fucking matter when they're still together. It don't matter, right? So again, I won't say it proved it not true. It proved that it don't matter. Whatever the fuck you said about his wife didn't matter, okay?
Had no substance to them. The most scathing scene of this entire video for Drake must be when Whitney is crip walking to the outro of the record. The last scene of the video is Kendrick staring at a cage with an animal inside of it. And at first glance...
No, well, this looks like he's staring at the owl before it's caged, right? I think it would have been a slightly more profound if Kendrick, maybe Kendrick literally would have put, because that was the inference they're trying to do. Kendrick is caging the owl. The owl represents Drake, means that, multiple things. Caging could be, Y'all go get this nigga. I've been calling him a pedophile for the last 5 months. Go get him, lock him up, cage him. Or it could be, now that I've, seemingly won this battle, I have caged his career and kind of clipped his wings or boxed him in where he can't do some of the things he normally does, which I think that's a very poignant point that we're going to get into a little bit when we get to Drake's next moves. But it doesn't show, from this back view here, you don't see any cage, right? So it looks like the owl isn't in the cage. By the way, I was wondering what type of owl this is. There's a million different types of owl, but this owl, you're going to see when you see the owl in the cage, the owl kind of look a little pathetic, bro. Like, okay, so this is the owl before it goes in the cage, right? And then when you see it in the cage, I'm not going to lie, every time you see Drake use the owl looks so majestic. The owl just looks like it's towering over shit. They always say owls are smart. It always looks like it's like just chilling. This owl look fucking pathetic. You know what I mean? And that's a point. You know what I mean? This owl is look pathetic as a motherfucker. You get what I'm saying? This look like a hunchback owl. Like, never seen that before. A hunchback owl. Now, granted, I haven't seen that many owls, but still, you know what I mean? This owl don't look like the OVO owl that we normally see. And Drake has used owls in his music videos already. Let's look at it. OVO owl. He's used it. Let me see if we find some videos of Drake. Oh man, not the logo in video. I've seen him use the owl in video form. Even this owl looks like dope. What other video has he used owls in? Okay, maybe y'all can tell me. Anyway, yeah, this owl though, you get to see. It looked quite you're like, wait, that's how the owl look? Because you're even if you only remember in the logo looked lit. You're like, wait, that's how the owl look? A little hunchback motherfucker with an ugly face and look like you can't do shit? I do think that is targeted, right? That is meant to be like that, right? Okay, cool. All right, let me play this explanation. Sorry.
Whitney is crip walking to the outro of the record. The last scene of the video is Kendrick staring at a cage with an animal inside of it. And at first glance, you can't tell if that animal is a rat or what it is. But eventually, as Kendrick steps away, you realize that it's an owl, which again is in reference to Drake, and the fact that an owl is a predator animal. Now, Drake fans or DJ Akademiks could say whatever they want. They could say that Kendrick is riding off the hype of this song and that Kendrick...
Why does things randomly measure me?
Fans only eat when he's dissing Drake and that he doesn't release any other music, but he's showing you otherwise. He's premiering new music within this video and showing you that this is
disingenuous. Cut it out. Stop the bullshit. The reality of it is this. Kendrick drops the least of any major artist. Kendrick is very absent. Cool. You could say he won the battle or whatever the case. We're just not going to rewrite history. Until he drops an album and he's more present, I don't give a fuck what y'all are saying. Right? And by the way, I don't think that he's using Drake, this battle with Drake, to for nothing. I think he just don't like Drake. The guy's lit. I'm not gonna act like he's not lit, but I'm not gonna act like he's a guy who's always present in music. He's not. That's my only point. He's not that present in music. He's Kawhi Leonard. He's still Kawhi Leonard. I hope he puts out an album. However, I do think, and by the way, him dragging this moment, he is, but he should. My nigga, if I get one of the biggest songs up, it's probably the biggest song of the year. I'm sorry, I'm dragging that bitch too. Nigga, I would have released a screenshot every 4 days. I'm surprised they released 2 screenshots the day before it came out. I would have dragged the fuck out of this. So I'm not mad at him dragging it. And actually, me as a fan of Drake, I'm happy that the video is finally done. Because now, unless he's going to drop another song at Drake or something like that, anything else now it will look like he's dragging it, even though if I'm him, I'm still dragging it. Nigga, I'm dragging it. Nigga, if I'm Kendrick, I'm not letting up off Drake, period. if I'm Kendrick. So I can't be mad at him doing it. The Drake fan in me is like, I want to get past this because until this wave clears, it muddies the water for any Drake drop. We're going to talk about the Camila Cabello track, which, I think he had a dope track in there, but there's something that's very different. And actually, I guess we could talk about it now, even though I want to finish this music video. I think, no pun intended, Drake's wings slightly feel clipped, right? And it's like the stimulus package, the Drake stimulus package right now doesn't exist. So Drake going on Camila Cabello's track didn't do nothing. That's a fact. Didn't do nothing. I guess Drake on the Sexy Red record, yeah, that's cool. The Wagwan Delilah thing, that was play shit. But right now, if someone had a Drake verse, like it's we would have to see if it would do, like, there was a time where we knew if Drake's on your feature, you're out of here. Your top 10, that's your highest streaming track. And I'm pretty sure it probably was Camila Cabello's highest streaming track. By the way, if you don't know, he gave her 2 tracks, right? He gave her 2 tracks. And she's scheduled to only sell. She's on pace to sell 31,000. 31,000. You get what I mean? So it's like, again, from what we know about from what we know about the stimulus package of Drizzy, this isn't kind of, and by the way, I'm looking at it right now. Hot Uptown has 7 million plays. Was the song with her and Lil Nas X out before? Was the song with her and Lil Nas X out before? Yeah, like Hot Uptown has 7 million plays. Ugly has 4 million plays. With all due respect, I don't even know how big Camila Cabello is, but it's Drake. You know what I mean? The stimulus package hits harder than that normally. So, and don't take me out of context. And for everybody who, there's certain type of media outlets that try to only post me if I'm criticizing Drake. Fuck you. Like, if I only say Drake is amazing, y'all say I'm biased. If I try to have a nuanced opinion, y'all only care if I criticize him, right? Y'all never say, oh, yo, he's kind of being balanced here. No, it's just like, all right, oh, he ain't say nothing bad about Drake. He's biased. I actually have a nuanced opinion that is kind of like colored. Or they say you're switching sides. So here's the point I'm saying. I do believe that what Kendrick has done, I don't think it's hurt Drake, but it's hurt the aura of Drake. So right now, and obviously it doesn't help him that I do think he's making a wrong move by collabing with Camila Cabello right now. Like, this is not the moment for that. But still, a Drake stimmy hits harder. Always. Come on, the Drake stimmy? Yo, Drake stimmy always works. Right? Like, let me show you what I'm talking about. So, right here. Is it this right here? Yeah. Let me just show you what I'm talking about, right? So, if we look at it, I'm guessing this must have been out for a long time. It's 90 million plays. I Love It with Playboi Carti. The next track that has the most streams is Lil Nas X. He Knows It, right? With 20 million. It had to be out before the album, I'm guessing. Then the next track is the one with Drake. Is Hot Uptown at 7 million. And then Ugly with 4 million. Now, I like this Ugly record. I think the Ugly record is moving. But here's the thing. Again, we pretty much went through the week. In a week, a Drake feature, only 4.5. I know I'm sounding like crazy entitled, because an artist giving you a feature or a song and you doing 4 million on Spotify, it's usually pretty good. But a Drake stimmy is something different. We always knew a Drake stimmy takes you to the top. A Drake stimmy will feed your family for 2 generations. A Drake stimmy is different. But I'm going to be honest with you, this did not hit like a Drake stimmy, which gave me a little bit cause to concern. I'm like, this ain't hitting like the regular Drake stimmy. That's the truth. And I do think that this song, Not Like Us, has probably, it's at least for the records we've seen so far, that's probably also influenced why the Stimmy hasn't hit like that. Now, some of y'all might be like, nah, nigga, it got nothing to do with that. Drake just ain't giving the hottest shit. I do think that one record with Camila Cabello was kind of hot. I do think it is hot. Anyway, going back to this, yeah, and really it's the imagery, right, of the owl being caged. I do believe that Kendrick has realized that he is, in his opinion and a lot of people's opinion, trust me, I've talked to a lot of people in the industry, they feel that Drake is boxed. Now let me explain what that means. And you could say boxed as in caged. They feel that Drake is boxed not only in some of his actions, because now, you know, he has to move a little bit different, you would hope, but also in his music. I'll tell you how they're saying, or how the sentiment is feeling. They're saying that, well, because Kendrick did a masterful job of laying out the blueprint of how Drake has normally succeeded, most likely, and he has so many enemies, which that's another conversation, which I didn't know that many people didn't like him. I mean, I feel like I keep saying this, but it was like, oh shit. Every day I find out about somebody new, I'm like, oh my God. But it puts Drake in a box where it's for the first time. And by the way, I'm going to give Drake some advice too, because I think he has to ignore what the sentiment is and go against it. Drake is isolated now, where for Drake to come back, number one, I think anything he does, and when I say the Stimmy ain't hitting right now, I do think it's because it's Not Like Us, but you have to let that song die. The song will die, and I actually have a new date. September 1st. I think Drake should drop nothing. So I'm giving advice and commentary. I think Drake should drop nothing before September 1st. The music video is out. Let it live for 2 months. Nothing till September 1st. What does that mean, though? You have to give up the summer. I think Drake should give the summer up. You don't want to drop a record that has to fight against this record. Because if you drop a record that has to compete against Not Like Us, in the sense of a cultural anthem, which I don't think you would do, or like a club banger, which you got to admit, Not Like Us is kind of like that. If you drop a record, they're going to compare it to two other records, which is Not Like Us and Like That, which is going to keep fueling those records. So just let it die. You just got to let it die. Let it go away. Once you let it go away, you pop back out on your wave. Right? Now, here's why the whole box cage analogy, from what I've even talked to a lot of people around, you know, and ancillary and also in the industry, is they're like, yo, check this out. Right now, Drake can't do an Atlanta song. Like, Drake can't pop out with an Atlanta feature. What I mean, it's not that he can't, but also Atlanta ain't. Like, Atlanta is, as much as they're not as together as people think they are, right now ain't the moment that niggas is gonna be like, yo, Drake, let's go do it. You get what I'm saying? So the Atlanta thing is out of there. How Kendrick is set up, like even with the diss song, you ran to this, you ran to that, you ran to this. It's put Drake in almost a proverbial box or cage where necessarily his next hit, he's almost expected to do it by himself and also not feel like he's imitating or he's drawing influence from other regions. If you guys are understanding what I'm saying. Now, here's the problem with that. I think Drake has the greatest ear of all time in music. Like from you've heard reference tracks. Yeah, some of them shits, they sound all right, but some sounded terrible. And he turned them shits into hit. We know his beat selection is up there and up to par with someone like definitely like Rick Ross or even like a French Montana. Both of those guys have really amazing ear for beats. Drake is really good. You know, not only do I think he's a phenomenal writer, I think he's good at also editing. So he'll hear something, kind of see the vision, and turn that into a hit. What he heard was kind of or shit, and he'll turn into amazing shit, right? Now, I say that to say they're putting pressure like, all right, well, to prove Kendrick wrong, You need to come with some shit that don't sound like you're trying to sound like you're from Atlanta. You ain't trying to sound like you're from any of these other inner city or big city African-American type hubs of culture because you're not from that. I think Drake should go against that. First of all, I think Drake, remember the advice I gave to Lil Baby? I'm giving to Drake. I think Drake should go on a feature run. I'm pretty sure niggas is still sending music to Drake. He probably knows, he has great ear. Hop on the next 2 to 3 songs. Right now, with all due respect, you need a Block Boy JB. Like, where's that guy at? The guy who you know, he has that hot song, but he'll never get another. You get on his song and you flame it. You make it your own, but he dropped it. It kind of looked like you chilling back, just cooling in the winds. You need to wait. Again, this is a time thing. Now, this all changes if Kendrick drops an album or previews an album or drops a song that shows that he's doubling down, or actually at this point, tripling, quadrupling down on saying, you're fucking out of here. That changes things. But I think he needs to chill back. Chill back. Snipe a track from one of these niggas who, you know they ain't going nowhere. Body it. Nigga, fuck a 16. Do a 32. You get what I'm saying? Own the track. Let that go out. Let another one go out. And I don't think Drake should come with a solo song until after like 2 to 3 features. Don't release nothing for 2 months. Start hopping on features. Oh, shit. Damn. Oh, shit. Man, fuck that beef, man. Yo, trust me. I know we're prisoners of the moment. In 3 months, we're going to be like, fuck that beef. Trust me. Trust me. Unless they still beefing. In 3 months, we'll be like, fuck that beef. 100%. So that's what I personally think he should do. But if this cage mentality exists, Drake will be saying, nah, I got to do it by myself. Nah. I think he needs to say, fuck Kendrick and fuck his motherfucking narratives he's trying to put out. No, nigga, you damn right. I'm going to run to Atlanta and link up with Honcho and jump on his next biggest hit and body it. You get what I'm saying? I'm sorry. It is what it is. So that's my synopsis of how I think it should go. Regardless, I do believe the symbolism that's associated with this video of caging the owl is almost Kendrick saying, yo, I'm protecting the community by, I'm protecting the community and all y'all women by now calling out his actions, right? You know what I mean? It's like the neighborhood watcher who just calls the cop like, well, I'm protecting the community by alerting y'all to this motherfucker's behavior, right? I think it's also like, yo, I think we have caged him that all of the, in Euphoria, the first line, Kendrick says, his superpower has been neutralized, which I think that's one of the aims and goals for Kendrick in this whole thing. How could I get Drake to come back down to the earthly, humanly perspective where now he gets judged just like that? Now, granted, the timing is amazing. It's very poignant and very dope when you say you kind of put him in a box where now it's like, yeah, are you going to run to Atlanta? Here's the thing. Half of the Atlanta niggas ain't really rocking with Drake right now. Future ain't rocking with him. A couple other niggas, they're just like, and that's kind of interesting. We're going to get to the white party shit in a second, but let's kind of finish this thing right here.
Drake ever decides to step back into this beef. I also forgot to mention that DJ Mud's riding off the hype of this song and that Kendrick fans only eat when he's dissing Drake and that he doesn't release any other music. But he's showing you otherwise. He's premiering new music within this video at his city and is doing his best to unify his people and bring peace and pride to them. He's also playing Drake's game as best as he could by trolling Drake with multiple subliminal disses throughout this entire video, creating memes that'll last forever and doing exactly what Drake should have done when he dropped back-to-back against Meek Mill. Like, imagine a back-to-back music video with a Nicki Minaj lookalike where Drake was just trolling Meek for an entire 3 minutes straight. Kendrick is playing the game right, putting all the rumors to rest, and making this song even more important than it was. Not only being a victory lap for Kendrick throughout this entire beef, but also being a staple and a sense of pride for his entire community by unifying the West Coast, bringing this video back to his hometown and celebrating the essence of what the West Coast is known and loved for. So what do you think Drake's next move should be? Should he just ignore this let the hype of this song and this video die down and release something once everyone has kind of stopped talking about this and the dust has settled? Or should he re-engage in this beef and drop his own hit record that's also a diss record and play the same game that Kendrick is playing? I mean, again, Kendrick did say that he has 5 more records tucked in the stash, so I would love to see this beef reignite and see Kendrick actually dissing Drake again. It's very possible.
Nah. I think we're good off of this.
With the small references he made on the sample at the beginning of this video, that he might be dissing Drake again on new music that he's about to release. And what do you think's next for Kendrick? Is he going to wait a while, let the hype of this ride out, and then drop an album? Or will he drop an album sooner than we think, as he's already teasing new music? All I know is that...
Okay. Now, that drop. By the way, great video by Kendrick Lamar. You know, you just got to give it up for someone who's doing. He's. Again, I've said this whole battle. I've been impressed by Kendrick. I really thought Kendrick wasn't on shit. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think that nigga was on shit. I thought Drake was gonna body this motherfucker. I was definitely surprised by how I saw Kendrick move, his, demeanor, how poised and positioned and so ready for all of this, but also calculated. Got to give that man credit. It is what it is, right? Now, with all that being said, we're now at the point where we have to talk about, Drake's next moves. And I kind of talked about that already. But, he was seen yesterday, which probably has to be like an ironic type of thing, right? Like, what the fuck? Drake watched, not watched. Drake was at the white party yesterday while this video dropped, right? And,
bag fuel, baby.
What the fuck? Yeah, so he was at the white party, and there's some videos that came from that. Let me see if I can pull it up. Drake white party. Now, this is a picture with him and Michael Rubin. And, yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. Drake looked like his daddy right here. This is not the best Drake picture you could probably find. I'll be honest. Drake look worn out here. I'll give it a beat. You do. But I ain't gonna lie. It's probably these little fruity ass motherfucking drinks he keep drinking, my nigga. Like, I don't even think it's anything else. I think Drake is having a great time in life. I think these little fruity drinks is definitely getting to him. And that's what it is with age. There's other pictures. He looks much more normal, right? See? He looks completely fine right here. Him, Jake Paul, and Michael Rubin. I'm wondering how they pick the people who go to these events, because now Drake is kind of like an op to half of hip hop. So if Drake comes to this party, and if we just seen what happened to Rick Ross, there's a list of people who can't come. So Ross can't come, Future can't come, Metro can't come, The Weeknd can't come. There got to be a lot of people. And also, I got to imagine that Drake is probably moving appropriately, seeing what happened to Ross. Niggas might want to do something to him. So I could imagine he's at the white party with a bunch of his little goonies wearing white, just kind of shadowing around him in case shit goes left, right? Like he's not going to have his bodyguards there in black. But yeah. And, let's see, what's this? Hello! So you see Travis Scott and Jake Paul. I'm wondering if Drake and Travis Scott linked up. Maybe they could have performed what do you call a crip around the block, made a right. What's that shit called? Astro World, or what's it called? Yeah, Astro something. No, Sycamore. That's what it's called. Huh. This is Drake right here. And Drake, I know you watch the streams. Don't get mad, Crody. I got to be honest and be truthful too. When I saw this, I looked at it and I said, damn, they got my GOAT down bad right now. My GOAT, my favorite fucking rapper, has crossed so many bridges, fucked off and offended so many people. They got my boy at the white party speed dating. Like, this felt like Drake trying to like, yo, hey, no, I'm still cool. Like, what's up with you? Oh, Glorilla. Like, laughing at her little corny jokes. Like, like this felt like Drake wanted to make some friends. You know what I mean? Be like, hey, this is a mixer. Everybody just like mingle. Just have friends. And Drake's like, yeah. So what's going on with you in Memphis? Okay. Oh my God, your wig. Oh shit. Like, yeah. This felt like speed dating, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm like, damn, does everybody hate my GOAT? Does everybody hate my GOAT, bro?